let's just go and get this over with. Alright, just wanted to come at you guys with a quick video. Kind of an update, kind of not, just kind of getting stuff off my chest, something that I've been, I wouldn't say struggling with, but an emotion I've been feeling for a while. Yeah. Past, my record's really bad. As of now, I'm a Celestial Peak. You know, not the greatest, but I think I hit it in 5.5 when Invis had that stupid self-shield. But this is the first season where I'm actually negative on my main character. Like, it's really bad. And, you know, what I want to touch on is I'm not even like frustrated with this game anymore. I'm just not having fun and I'm disappointed. Games like this where, you know, I try my best, we don't pull out, it's fine. But when that happens over and over again, and you do have games where you kind of like proven that if, you know, things go right, like I'm consistently with plus 24, plus 25 versus minus 17. I even had a game where I, you know, and I took a break for what, I think 10 days, 11 days, you guys can see here. Came back to the same old. If I can find it, it was a while ago, minus 13, right? No DC compensation, a bunch of SVP streaks. Now, does that mean I played perfectly? No. I am just frustrated, and I just said I'm not frustrated. I'm sorry, I'm gonna be all over the place. Just to make myself feel better, I will show you guys the game that I won. I'm trying to keep this video pretty short though and succinct. I don't want to just be sitting here complaining. And I know a lot of you guys have had the same gripes with this game, but I don't know. I see a lot of potential in this game. Obviously, the balancing is not the greatest, and you know, this is a game that I won, and I didn't feel good about it. I didn't feel like I really earned anything. I just felt like I got lucky. I got people that actually were able to play around me, and you know, I put a pretty rough start. I figured it out, learned how to play a bit more passive, more vision aggro oriented. But I don't know. This game is something this is like a unique experience I've never had with any of the games. It's my first hero shooter. I started playing it on launch, and you know, I really enjoy it. I really enjoy Captain America. I like his playstyle. I like having to kind of think, and you know, you get value in ways that aren't directly reflected on the scoreboard. And I've been a tank main pretty much since I started playing comp in season 1. I enjoy kind of, you know, putting a team on my back, making space for my team and all that. My problem is it feels like effort really isn't rewarded in this game. Like, it's just, I feel sad even talking about this because it's just, there's so many different parts that are just barely not functioning. And if things were just a little bit better, like if it was just a little bit more balanced, the matchmaking was a little bit, you know, better, right? If things were tweaked a little bit, this would be probably one of the best games ever. You know, you have all these Marvel characters, you know, fighting against each other, 6v6 format. You know, there's other game modes that I played. I played the 18v18, the Blood Hunt, and that's cool and all. But I've tried to make it work and be like, you know, let me try harder. Let me figure out what I did wrong, and be better. I've gotten to a point where, you know, I'm what am I, GM3 right now, so not the greatest rank, but when you know that you like, I clearly don't belong in this rank, you know, and when things work, it feels like I'm kind of just bullying people, and again, not the best player in the world, but you know, it's just, oh man, I've just had these feelings for so long, and I've been like, let me just get better at the game, just play better. There's always something you can do better. Even if you get MVP, even if you get the most finals on your team, the most damage, stats don't mean anything. There's always something you can do better, and for coming up on 8 seasons, I've prided myself on just a double ult, just pushing through it. Who cares if you lose? You play through the losses. But after each loss, and even after each win, when it's just like, okay, we were kind of going to win that regardless, it just feels like just nothingness. Like, okay, like this is just a I can't even find the words. I can't find the word, but I was trying to compare it to like just gambling. It's just, you gotta hope people know what they're doing, and a lot of things are out of your control. As I think all games like this, it being a team game, that's just how it works. But I feel like specifically with this game, there are so many times where I know I'm doing things right for the most part, and maybe I don't play perfectly, and I maybe miss one hit, and then that's the difference between they get healed up to full, and then it's just like nothing even happened. Or there are times where I feel like I can tell I'm getting value, but I don't. As a tank player, you don't really get the dopamine hits from getting a bunch of kills. You're playing objective, you're playing to keep people alive, to get cooldowns out. Maybe I should try other roles. I tried playing support for a little bit, and it was fine, but I just wanted to kind of put this out there, because I know there's a bunch of people that feel the same way about Rivals, and just, I don't know everything the dev team goes through. I'm sure they're overworked since they're on this super fast schedule of releasing, new content pretty much every month. They're just pushing content, and it's cool, but it just feels like jangling keys in front of your face. So, new character, new map, maybe a new game mode. I haven't played the new Avengers game mode, but I haven't heard great things about it. I feel like it's just a culmination of kind of everything that is, I won't say everything wrong about a society, but it just reminds me of just, there are so many factors at play. Like, I'm not going to be like, oh, Jiyoung is just like the worst human being ever, and he deserves to just, have the worst things. I've seen some pretty bad things said to Jiyoung, and honestly, if I'm being real, I've said some things about Jiyoung. He's a person, right? It's a human being. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know, like, how their workforce works, or like how, like, things are influenced. They have people they have to answer to and whatnot, but it just seems like Gambit's been picker banned since he's come out. Elsa was obviously just a terrorist. Daredevil as well. And then, Blade is still just the most mediocre character in the game, and there's so much to be had if the game was just better, if the game was just good, and you actually felt like your decisions mattered, and you weren't just thrown to the goddamn wolves. And it's frustrating. I hit Celestial, and it was like, all right, cool, I hit Celestial, and it's like, ranked is not even like worth grinding, because it's like, oh, I get a little shiny thing that says I'm better than everyone else, and it's like, whatever. The game, I reinstalled it recently, or today, and it's like 100 gigs, and it takes forever for it to install. There's a few performance issues, like there's just little cracks everywhere that, it's just, if they were tended to, as Punisher called him out of position. Yep. But I played well this game. I won, and I just felt like, oh, alright, like, yeah, of course, like, I know what I'm doing on cap. Like, I would say I'm a Celestial level player, and then I'm just like in GM, and when I'm, the teams feel balanced, like, I can very clearly tell that I'm the deciding factor, and I'm just getting MVP like I was Rusty. I haven't played in like almost 2 weeks, and it's just, yeah, I don't need to be here. And I don't know, I feel like I'm already kind of talking in circles but this was always going to be like a really unscripted video. I'm trying to get better about just like putting stuff out there and not worrying if it's perfect or if it's funny or people are gonna like this video, they're gonna watch it. Like, it's just how I feel. And so a lot of videos going forward are gonna be a lot more raw, just me kind of being candid about how I feel, maybe even express what I'm kind of going through in my life, because I've kind of fallen out of just like, you know, I used to do a lot more, I guess, high effort content, more editing, and I've kind of been disappointed in myself for not putting out videos at that level. And you know, I've tried to do with rivals. I'm like, let me, you know, do a rivals video. Like, I can be a funny person, I can figure it out, but like not having fun. My healers clutched me the fuck up here. I overextended and they just saved me. I can't force it because it's like I don't enjoy playing this game. Like, it's just, let me double ulted again. I don't think it mattered though, but you know, I think it feels even worse when you do play badly. Like, I'll have matches where I, you know, feel like I do a lot, we barely lose, whatever. Then after that is a match where I actually am the reason we lost, and it feels that much worse because it's like you're shooting me when I'm shooting me when I'm down. Like, jeez, it just feels like they're just throwing dirt in my eyes, and I feel like punished for even trying this game. But yeah, we end up winning this match. Girl Punisher, they just pulled through, and I think I get MVP here. Yeah, I'm MVP. I didn't think I had the most finals, but I guess that's cool. But you know, even like the gameplay wise, it feels like things are like kind of loose, where it feels like, okay, we won that fight or we lost that fight. You can kind of tell why you lost, but sometimes it feels like it just happens, and it you know, I don't know. I'm not really saying anything at this point, but hey, oh, we won, like, yay, you know. Probably gonna end it there, but I do kind of wanna show a loss. Again, I don't want this to be a super long video, but actually no, I'll just show you guys my record. Like, stats don't show everything, you know. It's just played really bad here. Like, I felt really bad about this because you know, it's just, I could feel people being angry at me, and I know it's in your head, like, who cares, you know, people fucking think, but it's like, this feels bad after a match like this, where it's like, damn, if we would have just played a little bit better. And you know, I think even here, like, I had to do everything for us to even get the first point, and it's like, where is it? Yeah, we just get like rolled, and I'll show you guys a bit of this. But it took me a while to figure out, hey, like, go dive the Luna and don't just, you know, like, it just sucks when you're rusty as well. And you know, but I will show you guys just this first fight. We end up losing this match, obviously, but again, I'm not the best player in the world. I'm not perfect. I make mistakes, but you know, to put in all that effort and to just be like, you know, you just barely lost. If you just played perfectly, you would have won this match, right? And then the next match, you know, you play awful, and it's like, why? Like, I feel like I wasted my effort. My effort was wasted on this match, and it could have been put in the next match. I mean, I'm on Luna, and you know, my mechanics are like horrible. I think what, 2 people? Oh, half my team dies. Get the cloak. Get the Luna. Oh, so I think my whole team just died, and okay, no, my Iron Man got a kill. Shout out to him. Yeah, I'm missing everything. Just horrible mechanics, and I missed my animation cancel because I had to just go and be a punch bot, kill that guy. Like, granted, obviously my team helped with doing damage there, but you know, if I don't do that, we just are stuck on this first point forever. And you know, it's like trying to keep that momentum up, and we get to this last point, we just can't figure it out. And it's just like, I get it, people are people, and they make mistakes, and you know, they're not gonna play perfectly. And but yeah, it's it's frustrating, and I hope a lot of people can relate to the whole, especially my tank players out there. It's rough. It's fucking rough. Um, but I think I'll skip playing this game. Probably just way less, and probably just stick to the arcade modes and definitely playing other characters. Because again, there's like 40 other characters in the game you can play. I don't have to force myself to fucking solo tank on Cap and try and do everything. Like that's not the only way to play the game, right? It's just I like Cap. I love Cap. He's awesome. But sometimes you gotta put the shield down for a little bit and go play Rocket Raccoon and just sit in the back of the map and hold right click, but I make all that space there. And we get this point, but I'm gonna keep it short. I'm not gonna keep you guys here forever, but we get to this like last fight here, and it's just I think I popped my ult and I'm like, yeah, we're gonna walk up, guys. We're gonna walk up and we're gonna beat them up. I think that's on defense actually. And again, just like I this point it's just, and then I don't get the kill here, and it's like, oh, the healer's back, so yeah, GG, it's over. It's over. Could have played it better, but it's just frustrating, man. It's frustrating. You just watch your one sports. What do I do here? Hit the cloak. Shouldn't be doing that. I think I barely put my shield down. That's my mistake. We're even. Yeah, we're up one. And I'm like, okay, we're gonna stack my ult. Right? I'm like, surely we get this. I'm like, Luna, fucking get my, try to save my Luna. And I'm like, okay, we're like up 2 people. I miss all my shield throws. I'm awful. Gets frozen again. That's on me. On me. We're like up so many people, but I get, they spawn right there. Maybe I shouldn't be brawling this range right here. But I'm trying, I'm trying. I do every time I miss these fucking melees, bro. I miss my animation cancel. It's like, golly. I'm like, okay, we're up 2. We surely win this. Surely we win this. I'm missing my shield throws. I'm awful. And then everyone's just back, and it's just like, we're down. Just, yeah, it's over. It's over. But yeah. I just want it to be better. And I know it can be better. And it's just a shame that it's not. And it's a lot of the same problems have been in the game for over a year. People not to glaze, but like people recognize real. I think this was this is Magic, and they're like, yeah, bro, this Cap's fucking. I guess they were like complaining in chat. I usually have it off because I don't like to give that stuff awareness, and it's like, yeah, I'm clearly doing stuff, right? I don't know what they're talking about, but it's like, yeah, I'm done yapping, but you might see some Rivals videos from me in the future, you might not, but yeah, I guess I'll see you guys next time.